here for episode 6 of DVW Table Talk. I am your host, as always, Mr. Rossio, here to talk about all the news, speculation, and we're going to get down and dirty with our competitors here tonight. Now, this episode of DVW Table Talk is going to be a special episode here for you tonight, as we are going to be talking about the night before DVW Bad Romance. We are going to be talking about DVW Generations. It is going to be a showcase of our talent from the 3D brand. That is correct. And before we get into our interviews of the night, we're going to run down this card. Now we're going to be seeing the Second Chance Finals and the finals of the DVW United States Tag Team Championship Tournament, where I believe currently right now it is going to be the winner of this Tuesday. This Tuesday we're going to see the third round of the Second Chance bracket, as Colby on a Friday night is going to take on the Misfits. The winner of that is going to go on to the DVW Generations pre-show to take on NBS. And I'm getting from JD Rec. I sat down with JD a little bit after his altercation with Leon Young, and he is stepping out of the DVW United States Tag Team Championship Tournament to focus solely on his match. We are also going to be seeing, if I can bring this up, we're going to be seeing two different gauntlet matches. You're going to see Alistair and Joshie P, two competitors in this, and 4 yet to be named. It's going to be exciting to see Joshie P actually earning this shot by beating his current War Treaty partner in JJ Ramerez. It's going to be interesting to see who walks out of this men's gauntlet and who will be next in line for the DVW Next Gen Championship. And the women's gauntlet, very much the same. We are going to be seeing Roxanne Evans Rage, and it doesn't say it here, but I can confirm that Envy Price is also going to be one of the 6 women in that matchup that night. We are also going to see Brothers Collide, as Xavier Williams is going to take on Damian Ace. Now, Xavier costed Damian his opportunity at getting back his next-gen champion. And we're going to see this bitter blood feud come to a head at DVW Generations. And in the main event, JD sent the challenge to Leon, and Leon accepted it in a physical way. We're going to see JD 2 Belts put his next-gen champion on the line against the reborn Leon Young. It's going to be very fun to see how these two collide for the DVW Next-Gen Champion. Like I said, DVW Generations is going to be going live the night before DVW Bad Romance on October the 10th, Saturday. Next Saturday, October the 10th, we are going to be seeing DVW Generations. But we're actually going to be going into what is going to be happening at DVW Generations, as we are going to be starting off. We are going to be starting off our interview segments with the Second City Soldier, the father of the man that is going to be challenging for the DVW Next Gen Champion. Ladies and gentlemen, give a round of applause to Kyle Young. Kyle.
Hello.
Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. I'm glad we can actually have a cordial conversation for once. And it's going to be about your son. It is going to be about Leon Young and JD Rec at DVW Generations. Now, you as a father, how do you feel about your son going up against someone that I honestly think, in my opinion, is quite a dangerous individual?
In most cases, I'd be concerned. Well, I still am concerned, but I think Leon can handle himself. Mostly since, well, You saw the footage. You saw the evidence. Leon managed to hold his own against JD backstage, even when JD punched him in the dick.
It's very true. That is true. And obviously, parental bias will definitely give away who you're rooting for. I'm sure you'll be rooting for your son in that match. Are you worried that JD is going to use any underhanded tactics to retain the belt on next Saturday?
Honestly, well, I wouldn't put it past him, to be honest. I've seen how JD acts when he's challenged, when he's fighting. So yeah, I'm pretty sure he's going to be resorting to underhand tactics to try to retain. I think Leon can handle himself against it, considering, again, like I said, the evidence is there.
Now, do you think these certain underhanded tactics are going to be NBS coming out?
Without a doubt.
Wow. It's going to be interesting to see. Wait, yes.
But here's where I think that JD might get something. Considering Leon isn't exactly alone on 3D. And talk about Damian Ace.
Enough.
I wouldn't put it past Damian to possibly, I don't know, protect the match from NBS trying to do shit.
Maybe.
That's how I'm thinking about it.
That's definitely a possibility. Damian does have his hands full against Xavier Williams, though. What do you think about that match? I know you don't really have a stake in it, but I know you've been watching Damian very closely.
There's a reason why I signed Damian Ace over to SCD. The dude's a tank. Well, obviously, but he's destructive in his own right.
Mm-hmm.
So in that matchup, it's more or less brutality versus outright power. I'll put it that way.
I definitely agree with you there. It's going to be a fun match to see. Now, one of your students. Speaking of allies of Leon Young, Alistair, he did train in the dojo. I'm not sure if he trained at the same time as Leon, but Alistair does have a big match ahead of him. He is confirmed to be one of the names in the men's gauntlet at next Tuesday's Generations. Now, what do you think about that?
Honestly, after seeing how he handled himself in the Fatal 4-Way, I don't see much of a... Actually, let me put it like this. Alistair, considering how he handled himself with beating down on the three that was in the match, I'm not too concerned about how he's going to hold up. It's more the fact that I'm not sure if he can actually outlast, I'll say, the 6-man.
It is going to be 6 men in this gauntlet, correct?
Outlast 3. I'm not sure if he can outlast 5, depending on where he starts. I don't know. This is uncharted waters for him. I'll say that much.
As Alistair's teacher, where would you think he would be most happy coming into this match? Do you think he is someone that wants the challenge and wants to take on all 6 men to win the match, or is he the kind of guy that maybe wants a later number to work on a weakened foe, possibly that did survive 3, 4, 5 men?
And honestly, I think he's more happy in the middle. He doesn't want to get that big of a challenge because he's smarter than to realize if he starts the match, he's probably not going to win. But he doesn't want to be that guy that just picks on a weakened foe. So he more want to stick in like 3 or 4.
Interesting prediction. I'd definitely say that. That's very interesting how you thought of that. Is there anything else you'd like to talk about besides your ladder match at Bad Romance? We've gone into much detail about that. Is there anything else you'd like to talk about?
No, not really, because there's not much else I can really talk about.
That's totally understandable, man. I thank you so much.
It's nice to have a break from talking about that match because I don't need Brandon Ace barging in and just start talking shit. You get me?
I feel you. I'm glad that I was able to sit down and talk to you and have a good time. Ladies and gentlemen, Kyle Young, give a round of applause for him.
On the show.
Okay. My next guest wrestled last Thursday at 3D, was gunning for that position in the gauntlet. He was doing absolutely everything, had a classic of a match against his partner, Joshie P. And he's just an all-around good guy, and I'd love to speak to him about what he feels about this. So I'm gonna bring him out here, ladies and gentlemen. Give a round of applause for one JJ Ramerez.
What's up, Tony?
How's it going? Let me fix up my hair. My hair is getting a little too messy.
Yeah, no problem.
But how are you doing today, JJ? I know you unfortunately did were on the losing effort of that match between Joshie, and you won't be on Generations next Saturday, but I would assume that you're going to be watching intently, aren't you?
Yeah, you know, gonna be sitting there watching, learning, all the things, and
Mm-hmm. So that match against Joshie, that was, in my opinion, one of the best matches we've ever had on 3D. It was it was incredible, in my opinion, honestly. And I think if you have not watched it, you definitely need to watch it back, ladies and gentlemen. But are you at all disappointed in that match, or are you like? Because I saw that you stormed off. You didn't want to shake your partner's hand. Was that just visible frustration, or are you genuinely disappointed in that?
it's it's really a mixture of both actually because I've been fighting Joshua for so long and I've just lost the care to. I just lost interest of winning or losing at this point. You know, it's become regular to me. So what you saw was a little bit of frustration, but at the end we made up backstage. We're all good. War treaty is all fine.
That's good. That's good. That's good to hear. Are you going to be rooting for your partner come Generations? Are you going to hope that he gets to that next gen title?
Oh, definitely. I would have actually liked to have been ringside for that match, but fortunately, looks like I can't. So yeah, it's a little unfortunate.
Unfortunately. Is there anything else you'd like to talk
But no
about?
worries, I will be watching. What?
Is there anything else you'd like to talk about? Maybe your has there anything been going on with your Catch Global title?
Uh, I've been holding it for about, let's see, 89 days now, so it's a good little reign, and I'll be defending it against One Page Infernum. So I've actually been defending it on the Indies and successfully have retained it. So yeah,
Interesting.
I'm really happy I got to bring my title to this company because not a lot of companies will allow that. You know.
One last question. Do you think that you're gonna end up after Generations? Are you gonna continue War Treaty? Are you gonna try to continue going after those U.S. tag titles and maybe possibly even the World Tag Champions?
We'll go after all the titles, my guy. We're war treaty. We bring the war to any company we go into.
It's very interesting. I like that attitude, and I hope to continue seeing it. Um,
Yeah, that loss ain't affect us, man.
all right. Well,
We have no
well,
war.
glad that you're keeping spirits up, ladies and gentlemen. JJ Ramirez, give a round of applause for him. All right.
But yeah, thanks for having me, Tony.
No problem. No problem.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be moving on to our next segment of the evening, where I think, who do we have back right now? Do we have Brent? Ah! Uh, uh,
Whoops. How you doing?
What's up, motherfucker?
This is our show now.
Yeah,
Come on, let's get this man up. Let's get
move the
this guy
fuck out
up.
of the way.
Take his
Grab
bitch ass
him.
out of here.
Grab Tony. Throw him out. Barricade
Get him
the
out
door,
of here.
Just grab him. Just grab him. Barricade the door. Oh,
Get him the fuck out of here. Just put that cabinet in front of the door.
While they're doing that, let's go over here and sit Mr. Tony Sparacio's desk.
This is our show
Let's
now.
go and,
Let's get this man up. Take his bitch ass
let me
out.
just sit here at his
Get him
desk.
out of here. Get him out of here.
Get comfy. Yep, go ahead, take care
Yeah,
of him,
get
boys.
comfy, man. Get comfy.
Oh, let me sit up here at his desk. What is he has no? Yeah. So.
Hey, look, left his coffee.
Oh, he left it. Sin, do you want
You
to
got
go
any
ahead and take
snacks
good.
on the desk?
Oh, well, all right, DVW Universe. You know us, but there's someone new with us. You have me, the Diamond in the Rough. You have Tony Lee Williams, the Killer Grizzly, and to
What's
my
up?
side here, we have Sinistrad. And
What's up?
he's, we just picked him up. He wanted to side with us. I picked him up, threw him under my wing, but I think you know why we're here. We're here for one thing in
One
DVW. We are here to push the alpha agenda. Now, you see, we got told months ago we'd never be allowed here. We wouldn't be able to even step foot in here, but look where we are now. Look at where Tony Sparaccio is right now. He's nowhere to be seen. He's out of sight.
We threw him out the studio.
And his chair is really fucking tall. Can I change? All right, here we go. Now we're good.
Yeah, lower that.
Yeah, it's really high. All right, so since this is alpha table talk now, let's go ahead and talk about some of our alpha agenda. Mr. Sinistrad. Now that I'm sitting in his seat, I have my own note cards here. Let's talk about you, Sinistrad.
What do you know?
How was this? How is this partnership between you and Caleb? What's it called? Guerrilla warfare? Is that what it is?
That's it. After my last partner decided to go on his own and do his own thing, I decided that I needed to upgrade him anyway. So I went and found the best man in all of the community, and that'd be you, Caleb James.
You're so humble. Oh
Good
my
choice,
God, you're
man.
so
Good
kind.
choice.
Might shed a tear at that one. Oh man. So, Mr. Sinistrad, you're here. I'm here. We're both tag team wrestlers now, of course. What is your goal in DVW? Because now
Go
this
on
is
his
my
own and
introduction.
do his own
Let's talk
thing.
about you.
My goal, well, I got a simple goal. There's a long, long, long history going back many years between myself and half of the tag team champions. One Mr. Siler Jordan. See, that man has never been able to beat me. Ever.
Interesting.
And now that I stand back here with you as my partner, I think it's time for DVW to have a real tag team champion.
You're right. And it's funny how you have the history with Siler when I happen to have kind of a history with Farmer myself, Johnny Farmer. I think me and Farmer go way back to when he was just starting, and I think it'd be great for us two to just take those belts and prove why we should have been the top of the DVW tag division.
I think it'd be excellent.
I mean, you have Siler Jordan, Johnny Farmer, you have the family of the Blade Runners. Who gives a fuck about those guys? When you have Sinistrad and Caleb James, the two best wrestlers this place has ever seen. We haven't even stepped inside the squared circle yet.
DVW better be ready for guerrilla warfare.
Better be fucking ready. Now, I know you guys hear the other hype man, Mr. Tony Lee Williams, Mr. Grizzly.
How's it
Let me
going?
go grab my other pair of note cards here because I came prepared. Mr. Grizzly, what do you have to say? What are your plans for DVW? Do you have any specific ideas?
Oh, well, just making my name for myself in the call universe. And I see some guy named Jimmy Darrow
coming in, and I don't really think he's doing much.
He's not
As
doing
much as he gets hyped up, I don't think he's really hot shit.
So you would totally tell everybody here that he's just a bad champion.
I think he's a paper champion at that.
Oh, whew, it's getting spicy up in this table talk. Tony, why didn't you get us here earlier, Mr. Sparascio? Man. Now, I have my own little agenda here besides the tag team division. You know, us three, we came in here. Just us three. We don't need the rest of Alpha. We all know their worth. But us three, we will be the ones to rival everybody here in DVW, whether it's singles, tag, hell. Even right now, I could start my own show. Look at how good I'm doing here.
I think you're doing an excellent job. You're great.
You're natural.
Oh, thank you. Oh, you're too kind, Sinistrad. So, let's go back to some more questions, Mr. Sinistrad. Besides the tag division, is there anybody here you would like to formally introduce yourself to?
Formally introduce myself to? Well, my name's Joe Sinistrad. I've been known in a few names over the years. The Paragon is probably the most common.
Oh, yeah.
But one thing I do have to say is I have a little message for my former tag team partner, which happens to be on this roster. Mr. Lance Romance.
Ooh.
I'm coming for you.
Oh.
I like this. I like this guy.
Dude, it was such a good idea picking him up, right? All right.
Right? Amazing.
Now, Mr. Williams, people know you. I mean, if we're going to talk about other companies, you're half of the GPW Tag Team Champions. You debuted in the Rumble with the Star Search. Final Four. Like, who do you want to properly introduce yourself to? You know, maybe give us some things about you that this horrible, horrible roster at DVW would like to know.
You know, there isn't anyone in particular, but I just want the whole roster to know if they'd like a piece, they can step into the bear cave anytime they'd like.
Tell them, Grizz.
Yeah, I mean, get going, Grizz.
I don't think there's anyone on this roster that can step up to me and survive, other than maybe Sinistrad himself. I mean, look at him.
I mean,
he's jacked.
He's jacked, he's swole, but, you know, I think that's why we've all aligned ourselves here today.
Hell, the boss man could even step up. I don't think he'll survive, though.
Oh, trip to the bear cave might get... Oh, man, that might get nasty. So let me go ahead and introduce myself. Besides the tag team division, I am Caleb James, the diamond in the rough. In my rookie season in GPW, I've won the Money in the Bank Royal Rumble winner, guaranteed main event, winner circle, but we're not here for that, are we? We're here for DVW, and there's one person that I would like to make myself acquainted with. That is Mr. One Shot Kid. You see, I hear you hold the title. Now, if you're saying that I'm gunning straight for your title, no. I'm gunning for you. Your title is just an addition. It will only be in addition to the shelf of many titles that I hold, that I've had, that I don't even care to have anymore. But you're a name that I want to send packing. And it's simple. It's simple enough. It's simple that I can just snap of the finger. And that title will be mine.
Just like that.
Just like that. Thank you, Grizz. Oh, my God.
You're welcome,
dude, Mr. Sparascio, I don't mean to keep bragging about you, but you make a hell of a coffee, my man. Like,
hell yeah.
Oh, this is good. Oh, man. Too bad I just... Oh, shit. Shit. Go, run.
Get out of here.
Not Alpha Talk! This is Table Talk! This is never gonna happen again! You will never see them again! This is DVW Table Talk, and we as a show will stand against invaders like that no good pieces of trash! Alright. Hold on. Let me. Alright, let's get back to the program, ladies and gentlemen. Up next, we're going to be talking to a man that was a part of that fatal four-way match between... Hold on. Sorry about that. that was a part of that fatal 4-way, and is looking towards the future, maybe looking towards to getting that gauntlet no matter what. And I'm just gonna bring him out right now, ladies and gentlemen. Brandon Cuevas, give him a round of applause. Give him a round of applause. We're gonna. Oh my God, it's so unorganized right now because of how just there he is. Brandon Cuevas, ladies and gentlemen. Brandon is looking towards the future, maybe looking towards to getting that gauntlet no matter what. And I'm just gonna bring him out right now, ladies and gentlemen. That's me, Brandon Cuevas. That's me. Give him a round of applause. You might mute the show, please. Oh my God, it's so unorganized right now because of how. I don't know why I'm able to hear myself so frequently. Brandon Cuevas, ladies and gentlemen, give him a round of applause.
Yeah.
How are you doing there, Cuevas? I apologize for that. You were supposed to get that time.
Yeah, and to be quite honest, I kind of knew that Alpha was gonna try and do something stupid. I mean, to me, they're just too predictable.
Unfortunately, so. Well, it's good to see you here. It's good to have you here. You were involved in that fatal 4-way between Leo Punk, Extreme Ortiz, and the eventual winner, Alistair.
Yeah.
Now, how do you feel about that unfortunate loss, being the first eliminated?
Being the first one eliminated, I mean, it kind of kills you mentally. There's no secret in that. At the same time, it kind of made you wonder a little bit, like, where is that gonna go? Where is that gonna go from there? I mean, the other two, they think they got it all, but they haven't faced me one-on-one yet. But Extreme Ortiz, I mean, let's be honest. We're 1-1. I got him. He got me. At some point, a rubber match is in order.
Well, the gauntlet match, if I'm not mistaken, this gauntlet is going to be one-on-one competition. Is going to be a one-on-one match. Once one opponent wins that match, then the next person comes in. So, who knows? Maybe if you get in that gauntlet, we could see that rubber match happen before our very eyes. Because despite you two losing that match, that does not disqualify you from being in that gauntlet. If you really try to politic your way into it, you could possibly make it to that gauntlet.
Yes, that part is true, and I don't use that word very often, politicking, because normally that's something I don't. Normally I don't do that because I'm all about because obviously, as you know, I'm all about breaking people's faces and just leave it all out to the ring as my voice rather than the words itself. But if I do in that gauntlet match, you can best expect that there's going to be a lot more hell to pay for them than it is with me.
Interesting. Now, moving away from any future matches, I'd like to ask you about your nickname and your new motif. What does being the captain really mean to you? What makes you Captain Brandon Cuevas?
Well, being a captain was not my original. Well, was not my original idea of being a captain, but there's this thing where you're like, it's based on the line of respect is where I'm going.
Okay. I mean, it makes sense. Just in general, the your size just demands respect. I think. Like you are what 6'9", 300 pounds. You are not a small gentleman.
75, my friend.
You are not a small gentleman. I will definitely say that. And it's insane. It's insane the way you move too. You are like, you would think a big man your size wouldn't move as high and as fast as you, but you defy logic at times with your ability. And
I clearly do. And
yeah, it's
normally, and obviously, this is me in a nutshell. I mean, I'm meant to do what I do. Like, hell, if you ask me to like take hella risks, like flying through the air like a madman, to just you know break any bone in my body, like my ribs. I mean, hell, I'm gonna do it without question. I mean, that shows how much the sacrifice I wanted to do to become champion.
well, I thank you for your sacrifices you give to the DVW brand, and I hope to see you. Hopefully, I do see you at DVW Generations because you are such a talent, so underappreciated in my opinion. And I just wish you luck in your future, ladies and gentlemen. Give a round of applause to her
Thank
for the
you.
Captain Brandon Cuevas.
Won't be the last of me doing all this, but surely won't be the first.
We're going to move on to I believe this is going to be our final segment of the evening. We're going to have a third party come into this situation between a family affair. This is a very personal family affair that's going to be happening at DVW Generations. And unfortunately, I couldn't get either of the men involved in the match here, but I can get a man that helped bring one of them into wrestling. I'm here to bring out the one and only Brandon Ace, ladies and gentlemen. Give him a round of applause. Are we gonna get it? Oh my God, Brandon, you finally got a round of applause. Congratulations.
And now give me the question.
Now, Brandon, what do you think about your brothers going at it like this? This seems really personal. This does not seem like just a straightforward wrestling match. This seems like these two genuinely hate each other. What do you think it stems from?
I think it kind of stems from my older half brother Xavier being jealous of my little brother Damien, that he was able to become champion just like that very quickly, and Xavier, well, he's yet to win any championships. Xavier's gotten some wins, but he's yet to win a belt since joining DVW. I think that's why he has jealousy for Damien.
Interesting. Very interesting to see that look. Now, are you worried that this could really divide your family? Like, I know Xavier is your half brother, but like, what? I believe all three of you share the same mother. What is your mother thinking about this? Or is it same father?
It's basically the same mother, different
Okay,
father.
yeah. What is your mother thinking about this? Seeing two of her boys go at it like this.
Well, I can tell you it isn't damn easy. No mother doesn't want to see our own sons go at it the way that they're doing. But I'm calming her down, telling her that it's gonna be all right. They're whoever wins, it's gotta be over, regardless. Care? You don't need to go for this bullshit.
Yeah, I do agree.
Like it, like I said, it's hard being the older brother. Wait, well, second oldest. But I'm basically the more calm voice of reason towards the other two. Damien, he's more the nice guy. He's nice and all that, but sometimes he lets his gullibleness and all that be easily exploited. Xavier, he's just batshit crazy. He's just cuckoo up in the head. I don't know what goes on in his mind.
Hmm. Interesting. Now, do you think NBS is really going to have any sway in this match? Do you think they're going to try to interfere and cost Damien the match? Or do you think this has just gotten so personal that Xavier wants Damien for himself? Like if you saw last Thursday, Damien was trying to challenge for the title again, Xavier attacked him from behind.
I say it's a mixture of both. I think it's gonna be personal, but the difference between the two is Damian wants to fight. Xavier would fight, but he will use every tactic there is to get the win, even if that means cheating. He doesn't care as long as you get the victory.
I definitely get you there. Skipping past again your ladder match, it's going to be very impressive. Going to be very interesting to see. But let's move past that. We've talked about this ladder match every episode so far. I noticed recently earlier today you defeated Cody Hagan, and you're now the number one contender for the Asylum Television Champion.
There was never any doubt. I went into that match knowing I was gonna win. Cody Hager is trash. Literal pure trash. The man is a pure jobber. He was bad when he was in Reckless, and he still is. Nothing's changed. I'm still confused. How is he a world champion? But that's beside the point. All I know is I'm going to head to the Asylum pay-per-view and become the new television champion and add it to my collection of other TV titles that I have won in my career so far.
I believe this is actually the first time you and Riley Wolf will ever step in the ring together, if I'm not mistaken. What do you think about that?
Well, I would say Riley is an interesting person. He's very unique. You don't know what the hell you expect from someone like him. He's called the man of 1,000 gimmicks for no reason. But I have been watching him in other companies, looking at his skills, what he does, and what he likes to do. He is a submission specialist. He likes to go for them arms. Trust me, it's not going to be easy to tap me out. I have my own submission as well, but I prefer to go for the head, so you better watch out. And if you watch my match on Asylum, the commentators said this is a new aggressive Ace. And he's right, because usually if you look at my past matches, I usually go for high flying and high risk stuff, correct?
I guess so, yeah.
But then, as I get older and wise, I realize doing stuff like that is not really long term. See, that's the thing about me that makes me different from everyone else in this community. I know how to adapt and evolve. I'm doing less high flying, high risk, flashy stuff and adding substance like the striking, the technical prowess, the hard hitting, that type of stuff.
Interesting. One final question on this Sunday, I believe it is going to be GPW High Voltage, where the Charm City Kings are going to be challenging Alpha, Jester, and a man that I'd rather not like to admit this, but invaded our set, Tony Lou Williams. What is your mindset? What is you and Michael Carter's mindset going into this match at High Voltage?
It's very simple. Beat the living shit out of those clowns known as Alpha and become the new tag team champions. Like, did you not saw on Formula One? Michael Carter beat Tony Williams. He speared the living crap out of him. I'm pretty sure them ribs of his ain't feeling too well. But then again, all that fat price soften the pain. But the Charm City Kings know not to underestimate Alpha. We know what they can do. We're not stupid. But we will take those tag team titles by any means necessary. And that's a fact. And another thing, Alpha, I don't have a problem with you, but if you do anything to get involved in my success here in DVW, I'm gonna make you pay. Cause I will be damned if I let you goddamn clowns rain down on my shine. You got that? And I can understand you're probably gonna joke around and say I'm not a threat. Trust me, I'm a threat. Because, Caleb, I've beaten you before. I know what you can do in that damn ring. And you know what I can do. So, if you ever need to find a match, I'm always open. Anything else?
Well, I usually try to be unbiased, but that fat tub of lard speared me out of my chair. So I know I'll be rooting for you at High Voltage, to take those tag belts away from them. I think that's about it. I think that's about it. We talked at length about your other successes in such places as Apex and others, but I'm so glad that you were able to come on and be as professional as you've been. You've been very professional in your manner of speech and everything, and I thank you for that. I definitely think we've seen a very different side of Brandon Ace tonight, and I hope we see it more.
Yeah, don't push your luck. I'm only nice when I feel like it, or when I'm in a good mood. Now you excuse me. My lovely Rage is calling me.
Well,
I'm getting the hell out of this
well,
bitch.
you enjoy yourself, Brandon Ace, ladies and gentlemen. All right. I thank everybody I thank everybody for coming out here, for doing what you've done, for watching this small time promotion that started with just an idea. This concept came with just an idea, and we've turned it into such a amazing product. And I thank everybody for just keep tuning in and everything like that. And I'm honestly, I'm speechless. This has been such fun today, and from everybody in the back, I'm Tony Sparacio, signing off.